Hello, in this video I'll give you information how to get parameters dynamically while creating a report in eFlow. This will be an example of dashboard reporting. So let's go to our eFlow database and you see there's a query, and this query just displays the processes that I have started between these dates. So I run this query and you may see there are 25 rows. So what I do is I copy this query, I go to eFlow, Reports tool, I select a new dashboard and I name it process, let's say processes, and I will use eFlow data source and I will paste this query and I will end it. Then you see my dashboard. So in the dashboard, I go to grid lines and let's just add some columns like started in the format of, let's say, day, month, year, and another column like completed. Again, the format is day, month, year. I made another column like DID, like another column of status, and I just save my report. So now let's identify parameters for this report, and you may see here we have the parameters. I say add new parameter, and the first parameter, let's say start date, and the type will be date format, and another parameter, let's say end date. Again, the type will be date. So now I have two parameters and I save them. So you may see the link here. So according to the parameters, now I can do selection per date in my report. Now I have two parameters and I can use the parameters here as well. I can just see the parameters that I created in the report. So now let's make it dynamically according to the data that I have in my processes. So now we will go to the data sources, and in the data sources you may see my query here. Now in the query, as you see, the dates are static and I want to make them dynamic. So I create one more query like parameters by giving the same name, start date, and I must choose here the type as expression because the value will be the parameter that I already created as start date here. And I will add another parameter with the same name. You can just give a different name as well, but the most important part is here. I select expression and the expression default value 0, but I must select from parameters as end date. So I finish it and I go to my queries. Now I can just change the queries, the static dates with my parameters like start date and end date, and I finish it. And you will see here my grid lines are now dynamic, and I can do the selection from here, dashboard parameters. For example, the start date, let it be 1st of 2020, and this is 6th of April. I submit and I have the data. So now the report parameters are dynamic, and when I created a report in eFlow, in our next video, I will show you how to use our reporting data element by identifying parameters in eFlow reports tool.